As promised, here's the Hong story part 2. Last time we finished at Heaven Above, so we'll pick up right where we left off. But tonight the story also includes Playgirlz Candy Club, Honey 1 and Honey 2, and of course, Soy 6. After a nice relaxing trip upstairs, I went back down for a drink. Hong was nowhere to be seen, so, I assumed he was upstairs getting some well-deserved rest. That gave me the perfect excuse to get to know some of the other ladies working there. A few of them looked a little thirsty, so naturally they ended up with lady drinks. Eventually, Hong came back downstairs looking incredibly refreshed. Apparently, he's recovered enough energy to unlock level 4. I figured it was finally time to introduce him to an Agogo bar. We paid the bill, stepped outside into the warm Pattaya evening, and headed off for the next adventure. Luckily, one of the city's most entertaining Agogo bars is just around the corner inside Boomerang. Playgirlz. I've been there quite a few times the last couple of years, and if you catch it on the right night, the stage shows can be absolutely insane. Smoke cannons, lights, crazy customers, they go all out. Tonight was a bit more of a normal evening though. To be honest, after Heaven Above, we weren't exactly looking for another long session. So after one drink, we decided to move on to Candy Club for a couple of beers instead.
If you need a change, you need to look further.
The moment we walked inside, Hong suddenly came back to life. It was like someone had plugged him into a power socket or something. His head was spinning from side to side as he tried to take everything in. To be fair, I understood why. Good music, loads of freelancers, and the atmosphere was actually really good. After a couple of beers, we called it a night and walked back together towards Soy Diana. We laughed about everything that had happened, and before saying goodbye, we agreed that tomorrow I show him something completely different. Something he has definitely never seen before. After a very well-earned sleep, we met again the following evening at Trenchtown Reggae Bar, to warm up with a couple of drinks. The music was great and my favorite singer happened to be performing, but we weren't planning on staying there all night. I simply told Hong, tonight we are going somewhere completely different. I didn't tell him where, and on the way we made a quick stop at Billabong for a couple of beers. You get thirsty pretty quickly in this Pattaya heat, and then we headed towards Soy Honey. As we walked down Soy Honey, I casually mentioned that there would be, probably be quite a few Indians, and it could get a little crowded inside. Hong didn't seem to be bothered at all. By now he was practically becoming a Pattaya veteran. What I didn't know was there was another reason he wasn't worried. We walked through the doors at Honey 1 and were immediately greeted by the famous fishball. Rows after rows of massage girls smiling and waving at us. There had to be close to 100 of them. For a few seconds we both just stood there, taking it all in without saying a word. A hostess welcomed us, showed us the sofa, and waitress brought us over our beers. I was just about to explain how the place works when Hong suddenly started speaking fluent Hindi to the host. Now it was my turn to be shocked. It turned out Hong spoke perfect Hindi. Apparently, part of his family originally came from an area close to India. So just like that, the roles have completely reversed. Now he was explaining things while I just sat there listening. After a couple of beers, we pretty much seen everything Honey 1 had to offer, so I told him, if you think this is impressive, wait until you see Honey 2. Well, we jumped on a BART bus and headed up to Second Road. Honey 2 was absolutely packed. People everywhere. Groups standing outside, groups inside, and the place was buzzing. The air was a little heavy thanks to the crowd, but the view was definitely worth it. We stayed for another couple of beers before agreeing that tonight wasn't going to involve any kind of massages. After all, we still had one final bus left, Soi 6. Well, you have to wait until part 3 to find out how that ended. If you got a funny Pattaya story you'd like me to tell, send me an email. If I like it, it might become the next Pattaya story. If you enjoyed the video, I really appreciate it if you like and maybe even do a subscription. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.